Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. And welcome back to what I'm thinking is going to be maybe the start of a series. I don't know. It's basically, and I haven't worked out the hashtag yet, but it's I want to say decks that are making a comeback in my collection. And I'm going to basically spotlight a deck that hasn't been used in a while. It's very dear to my heart. And suddenly this year I've noticed it's slowly creeping back into my collection randomly. And it literally just dawned on me like half an hour ago. Like, oh, that deck has made a comeback. Like, it's really snuck in there, like with my new decks that I got in this year. It's snuck in. Very subtly, to the point that I've been using this deck on and off since February and didn't realize it till now. And today is August 11th, 2024. So the fact that it subtly snuck in and it was my first shadow deck ever, I'm like, So that's what the premise there is I'm basically working with a deck that I'm doing a showcase of a deck that deserves more credit than I've given it lately. And that is the Tarot of the Secret Forest by Los Scarabeo. The top is gone. This is one of my oldest decks. Probably the fifth deck I ever bought, period. I needed it. I saw it on Kittens, Weights, and Tarot years ago when I first started doing all of this stuff. Back in not too many years ago. It's 2019, 2020. I think it was the very first week of 2020 I bought this. And oh my God, it's on top again. So this is a special deck in that the fronts are colored and the backs are black and white. And I probably didn't mention that in the video. I talked about this deck. Not this specific deck, but this card, and I did Edge It in Black, was one of my very first true mediumship readings, where the card actually backed up what I was seeing clairvoyantly, was this card, and it freaked me out so bad that I stopped doing mediumship work for like 6 months. It was a boat in the water, and the image looked like this, and then I forgot to mention, I think, in the video, when you flip the card over, there's actually a boat docked here. Just a little rowboat looking thing, but it's docked into the water. Doesn't show it here, but yeah, but you can clearly see the boat here docked. And that the whole thing freaked me out so bad that I was like, oh. But I love this deck. This was like I said, one of the first, it was the first really dark deck I got. And I'm like, oh, I can use the back for shadow work and the front for light work. And then what I found was all the way around, this is a dark deck. If you don't want your truth shown to you, don't buy this deck, because it will rip it out of you and then go, here, play with this. And you're like, what just happened to me? I used the crap out of it. As you can see, first year or so, I used the crap out of this deck. I love it to pieces. It brought out a lot of shadow work that I did not realize I was holding on to. Okay. I had to pause it for a minute. But yeah, this was the first really dark deck that I dealt with, even though, it put out a lot of shadow work for me that I didn't know I was prepared for, that I'm like, oh. What's happening? And I am forever grateful to this deck for that. Because of that, I was able to heal a lot of things that I didn't even realize I was still holding on to. Because it's a Los Scarabeo tuck box, it shuffles amazing. I love this deck. And I've noticed this last few months, I haven't used this deck probably since 2021. It is now 2024. Maybe even the end of 2020. I mean, I think I used it all of 2020, and then I really didn't use it a whole lot after that. So it's been sitting for quite a while. Now, I do occasionally show it in videos and stuff, but This is not a deck that I use often. Especially since I bought the Ferric Pinter Tarot in 2021, I'm pretty sure. And that became my new, like, shadow work deck. So this sat on the shelf forever. And then I've just noticed today, in the last few months, this deck is making its way back into rotation without me even realizing it. And I'm like, wow, it got subtle, even though the readings are very blunt and very in your face and very to the point. It subtly crept its way back in, and I'm like, what is happening? So I thought I would show it off to you guys just because, and then show you the decks I paired with it. So this is kind of a deck pairing, but it's also just a showcase of this specific deck just because it's fabulous. And I haven't used it in a while, and now all of a sudden it's creeping back in. So that's what we're doing here. Hold on one moment. Okay, and before we get really started on this, I want to show you this card here. I'm just throwing this in here. This is from the Modern Love Tarot by Ethany. I told you guys when I was using this, I fell hard for this deck. I got it back in April, I want to say. Every time I use this deck, this guy fell out. And I'm like, why? Even in videos, I'm like, why does he keep falling out? It literally just dawned on me like an hour ago, again, of course, who he is. I'm like, whoa. So my father, who I haven't seen in 14 years, came and visited me around Father's Day weekend in June. And up until then, I was using this, every time I use this deck, he fell out. Now my dad is a bit older, so the knight would be considered a younger guy. However, my dad has always had that younger man personality. He's the kid that never grew up kind of deal. So it makes sense that the Knight of Wands would keep falling out. Because also, my dad's a Leo. His birthday's August 5th. And I'm like, it literally just dawned on me, this dawned on me yesterday. I was like, oh my God, that's why the Knight of Wands kept falling out, because I was going to see my dad and didn't realize that's what this was about. Since I have had my visit with my dad, this card is not falling out. And I'm like, wow. Like, my dad literally called me on a Monday, said, hey, I'm coming through, I'll see you Friday. And I'm like, what? Like, I haven't seen him in 14 years, and then he was gone again. And of course, he's traveling, and he literally went from Florida, where he lives, all the way to Oregon to visit different family members. And this is that card. Exactly that card. And it dawned on me yesterday. I'm literally sitting here watching some stupid movie, and I'm like, oh my God. It literally just clicked in my brain. That's how long it takes me from June to now to figure out why this card kept falling out for 2 months straight every time I use this deck. But I just thought that was a cool little tidbit. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly why that card was falling out. It was letting me know, hey, you're about to see your dad you haven't seen in 14 years, the eternal child. Eternal teenager, I'll say. Not child, eternal teenager is my dad. So, yeah, I just thought that was a beautiful little side thing there. I'm like, oh my God. Like, it took me forever. So, back in February, I paired this with the new Hush Tarot. Hush Tarot is new in my collection. And, of course, we've seen the Hush Tarot pairings. These are the backs. And I thought, oh my God, these are fabulous together, right? Fabulous together. Fabulous coloring. Same kind of mood. They're beautiful together. And I was just like floored at how stunning they went together. Never dawned on me that I was using a deck I hadn't used in like 3 years. And I'm like, oh, they're just so pretty together. I love them. And the messages are freaking amazing. And I was like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. And then I added the Urban Crow Oracle into the mix. Because when I do a mediumship reading, I do 2 tarot and a oracle deck. And I fell so hard in love with this oracle deck that I got this year that I'm like, oh, let's pair it. And these 3 paired so stunning together. So stunning together. So stunning together. Actually, I should be doing it like this. If if y'all could see out that way. Let me pull it out a little. There you go. And I just thought, man, that's stunning. It's stunning together. Never dawned on me that, you know, I'm using a deck I haven't used in forever. And you'll probably see this on the same kind of reaction with the other deck. With the other, I just don't have enough room here. But look at the coloring and everything. It's just stunning. Stunning, right? So I'm going to take the Heshterra away. And move it. Because I think it's not getting enough love here. Look at these two together. So stunning. Look, it's two birds. And they have the same coloring. That's crazy. The Three of Pentacles with the anomaly. I love it. The Tower with the Sacred Space. And there it is again. The Six of Swords with upheaval. Ooh. See? It just... it's stunning. Queen of Cups with the Ghosts card. Oh. And again, there's the same coloring in it. It's stunning. High Priestess with the... Empress with the Community. Interesting. So, I was like floored using these together. And I'm like, they are fantastic together. And I knew they would be. Something told me they would be fantastic together. Never dawned on me that, oh my God, we're using a deck we haven't used in like 3 years. And then, I'm going to shuffle this guy again. I want to see how many times the Six of Swords actually shows up for me in this deck. So those three were paired together in February. Oh my gosh. Then, recently, it's Four of Swords. Where is it at? Just totally disappeared. The box for this. Oh, it's right here. So that we already knew was fabulous because I used it in February. Then I used recently the Slow Tarot with this deck. And there is something so unhinged. I don't want to say unhinged. Okay, so I feel like the Slow Tarot is like an abandoned town. And what you're seeing in the cards is, there's the backs. The back's beautiful. What you're seeing in the card is like a memory that is animated through the card of a town that no longer exists. Three of Swords with the Ace of Wands. Beautiful. Look at that. Seven of Pentacles with the Four of Swords. And for some reason, as dark as this is, and this being a past memory kind of thing, it livens this one up. If that makes any sense. So we got the World card and the Five of Swords. Interesting. We got the Knight of Pentacles with the Star. I love the coloring between the two. And the readings are so... The Ten of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Look at that. Look, the coloring is similar too. I can't not explain to you how the readings are with this. It's just so dynamic. And Eight of Wands with the Four of Cups. Is that the Four? Two of Cups, sorry. I can't read. Eight of Swords with the Five of Swords. Look, you got this same coloring again. And I just started reading with this, and I'm like, oh my God, that's delicious. Then I added in the OMG, the Southern Gothic Oracle. And I was floored, because, first of all, it's kind of reinvigorated my love for the Southern Gothic Oracle, just because I never hardly use it. And there's the backs. Then I paired it. Oh my God, the freaking Copperhead's on top. I don't like that card. Okay. So let's see what else happens here. So we got the conch shell with the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Coins, and it's homecoming and afterlife. Interesting. And for some reason, I fell hard for this trio, and I'm like, oh, you're stunning together. Stunning. Ace of Swords with Black Walnut, Discernment and Self-Worth with the Queen of Coins. Oh, I love it. So hard. I love these three together. I had a very hard time putting these down to make room for newer decks, because these three together were just, this is it. This is the combo that belongs together. So we got the Seven of Swords with the Nine of Swords and the Mockingbird, Prophecies and Communication. See what I mean? Like, what? And then this brightens these two up a little bit as well. One more. Oh, we got the dog, the Ace of Pentacles with the dog, Loyalty and Belonging, and the Magician. Interesting. Okay, one more. Sorry. The Peach, Fertility and Love with the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Wow. Anyway, if this was in the middle, you would see that I only have this one in the middle because it's the showcase deck, right? But these three, I have nothing bad to say about these three together. They're just fantastic. Fan-flipping-tastic together. I have no words. They were just marvelous. I love them to pieces. And anytime I probably am going to reach for any of these decks, I'll probably automatically think, there's my cat. I'll probably automatically think, oh, I should pull out this deck and this deck as well. Just because they worked so fabulous together. I mean, it was just beautiful. So that's the pairings I've already done together. Now I'm going to just show you 4 decks that I have not paired with it for some reason that probably will be fabulous as well. One being the Fairy Lights Tarot, the same creator as this deck here. Get. My cat's over here sniffing all the decks. It's Lo Scarabeo also. It's by Lucia Mattoli, which is the same creator as this deck. And my dog's crying because the cat's trying to wander around. It's a whole thing. They have the same cardstock, same coloring. So I would imagine they'd be fabulous together. I just never paired them together because I don't know if I like this deck. 10 of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Wands with the Chariot. 7 of Wands with the 4 of Wands. And I've said before, they have the same artist, right? King of Pentacles with the 2 of Pentacles. Where this is dark, this seems light and airy. So I don't know that I would pair them. That's probably why I don't think to pair them two together. So we have the Judgment with the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting. Isn't the Knight the one that doesn't really move a lot? Interesting. He is charging there, so that's interesting. On a lion. I've said before, this deck here is one of those that it almost feels like some of the suits are swapped in a few cards, and I don't know if I can get past that. I don't pick this card deck up because of that. We have the 3 Empress with the Knight of Wands. I just had a total brain fart. I'm sorry, I forgot what that is. It's not the World card. Sun card with the 7 of Wands. Wow. 5 of Cups with the Ace of Swords. Okay. 4 of Pentacles with the Chariot. Is that the Chariot? Looks like the Chariot. Anyway, I don't know about these just because I never reach for the Fairy Lights Tarot. Because there's certain cards that put me off of it. Now, we're going to move on to the Crow Tarot. See how well that looks with it. And then we'll only have 2 more decks after that. Wait, do we only have 1 more deck after that? I thought I had another Oracle. Crow Tarot. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that's upside down. Really? Look what's behind there. Oh my gosh, so we have the Temperance with Ace of Pentacles. Six of Swords with the Empress. I think this brightens this up a lot, but I don't know that I would automatically think to pair these two together. The Devil and the Chariot. Interesting. Four of Wands with the... What is this? Seven of Wands. Interesting. Hierophant. I mean, the Emperor with the King of Cups. I don't know. This may be too bright. Knight of Cups with the Empress. Or no, Three of Pentacles. I've not used this hardly. Okay. So let's move past this. Because I don't want to run out of time. Okay. That was the Crow Tarot. Oh yeah, we have two more. Here's the John Bauer Tarot. And I love the backs of this. I just want to see how well these go together. Really. Backs, gorgeous. Because I paired the Hush Tarot with these, and I think they're pretty good. Nine of Cups with the... I've not used this at all, so I'm not even going to try. Strength with the Emperor. My dog wants out. I don't know. What do y'all think? I don't know. That's weird. I think that's weird. It feels weird. I don't know. I think the John Bauer is one of them that is just a single pairing. And then the last deck I have is the Fairy Oracle. This is a Lo Scarabeo. Also, this is by author Rackham. I don't have the Rackham Tarot. I do want to get the Rackham Tarot. I just don't have it yet. But I have a feeling if the John Bauer didn't work with this, this is not either. Even though these are the backs. And I thought it might. We'll see. I love the coloring there. Interesting. Oh my god, this dog wants out. There's no keywords or nothing on this one. It's probably why I don't reach for this one a whole lot. But it is beautiful. That is better to me than the John Bauer Tarot pairing together. Anyway, that's what I got. I didn't want to run out of time, so I just quickly showed those. But this is what I wanted to show off was this deck, the beautiful Tarot of the Sacred Forest. It's like I said, it was like my 5th deck ever. I use it for shadow work strictly. It is a great shadow work deck. If you want to get down and dirty in the grid of things, this is a perfect deck for that. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, any other decks that you would pair with this deck or have paired with this deck, let me know in the comments. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good night. Bye.